This girl was crying standing on the rail of a big apartment. She jumps off saying sorry to her dad. Then, a news reporter reveals that recently a middle school was driven to an extreme choice by the terrible criminal acts of the assailant students, causing public outrage. They put a dog collar around the victim's neck, made her eat a burning cigarette, and used her photos to silence the truth of the harassment, among other things. These heinous atrocities have been revealed, causing a great shock. Meanwhile, the father of the victim, Lee, was revealed to be the vice chairman Lee of the Hyundai Group, causing another uproar. In response, regarding the punishment of the students who bullied his daughter, announced that he will issue an official statement. He said the things that no one was expecting. He said that he will forgive all the perpetrators. He says that his daughter getting bullied so brutally that she made a choice of jumping off the building is heartbreaking for him. But because the perpetrators are still very young, he believes it is right to show compassion as a senior in society. Before going, he asks everyone to be lenient with the children. This causes rage in the media and society. They start questioning his duty as a father, or if he even loved his daughter. At night, Lee was at home thinking that people can speak as they please, saying she's not his biological daughter, or that she's a disowned child. But people can't even begin to fathom the magnitude of the sorrow that Lee is feeling right now. He is full of rage, thinking that being lenient wasn't because he forgave them. It was because he had no intention of punishing them with the lenient juvenile law. He didn't want to use that to punish the perpetrators. After her death, he finally realizes why she never said anything to him about bullying, and the reason she tried to bear everything alone. She was always a child who thought of others first. That fact makes Lee regret like crazy. He thinks that he should have raised her to be a bit more selfish. Now Lee can't do anything but promise that he will make those trash suffer until they die. Then the manager arrives there with a girl, saying that he has brought the child whom Lee asked for. He asks the girl if she has adjusted to life here in South Korea. This girl is Karma. She calls Lee her stepfather and answers his questions, saying that she is living a good life because of his attentive care. After hearing that, he gets up and tells her that she should start to prepare to go to school. Hearing that, her eyes turned red like a maniac, and she said, "Even someone like me can attend school." Manager gets shocked and tells Lee that this shouldn't happen. Lee asks for the reason after saying, "Isn't this a free democratic country?" He decides to ignore the manager and tells him that he will make sure to send Karma to school. It will take about a year of preliminary work. He asks Karma to slowly start getting used to this place. With cold eyes, he tells her that she should make friends here. Karma realizes that he doesn't call her to tell this and asks him to just tell her. She wonders if by friends, Lee means playthings for Karma. Late May, the following year at Unro High School, we see Eunjin bullying a girl named Jun. She cuts her hair, puts it in the expired milk, and asks her to drink it. Jun is very scared. She can't even fight back, and the milk they are forcing her to drink is full of flies and hairs. When she looks inside the box, she throws up seeing how dirty it is. But Eunjin doesn't care. She wants her to drink the milk without wasting a moment. When Jun told her that the milk expired, she said, "Don't you know how cheese is made?" She tells Jun that she just wants to feed her some good things and asks her when she will understand her feelings. Eunjin gets angry and asks if she will understand her feelings when she'll cut her up with a scissor. Seeing the brutal bullying, one girl decides to tell the teacher about this. But the other girl stopped her, saying that that girl is the one who killed Chaeble's daughter and didn't get punished. This is Eunjin, Lee's daughter's school violence case, preparator A. Charge: aggravated assault. Students were talking about why she doesn't get punished, or if she is the daughter of the chairman. Meanwhile, the president of the class was just studying, but she started getting disturbed with all the shouting and bullying. When she got up to stop them, the teacher entered the classroom. Bullies wonder why the teacher came up so early today. Eunjin asks them to hide the milk first, and warns Jun that if he tells anyone about this, she will leak her that photos everywhere. Jun has no choice but to stay quiet. Karma is finally here. The homeroom teacher came early today because she has to introduce Karma to everyone. Teacher tells everyone that she is a defector, and they have to take good care of her. She's also from North Korea. Teacher asks Karma to introduce herself. She tells everyone that her name is Karma, and she is from North Korea. She is looking so innocent for now, but just wait and also subscribe. Meanwhile, Manager is telling Lee that it's not too late and asks him to reconsider his decisions one more time. Manager mentions that sending her back to North Korea Juvenile Detention Center was already seriously discussed. If Lee took such a child as his daughter, problems would arise. Lee looks towards the window and asks Chief Beck to tell him that if in his eyes, does it look like Lee has a daughter? Beck answered with a questioning yes. Lee reveals that he hasn't adopted a daughter. He's brought in a hunting dog. Hearing that, Beck thinks about Karma. She was detected alone in 2018 at the age of 13, found by patrol at the main river. Due to biological experiments by North Korean authorities, frontal lobe damage was observed. Experts' CAP test results was psychopath diagnosis with a particular note of incapable of feeling, pain, and shame. The blood stains on the clothes worn during the defecation were suspicious. According to the investigation through legal hypnosis, during the defection process, there was 1 case of familial homicide and total murder cases, 13 incidents. The DNA analysis results of the bloodstains on the shirt matched the number of victims' DNA in accordance with the statement given under legal hypnosis. Considering she is a minor under the criminal age, she was sent to a juvenile detention center for 2 years. Though she experienced extreme difficulties during rehabilitation, which was extreme aggressiveness and sadistic personality, surpassing the boundaries of understanding with superhuman physical abilities. For these reasons, the Seoul Juvenile Protection Review Board dealt with the juvenile offender, Karma, accordingly. After release, an order for supervised probation was issued, requested from the Ministry of Justice. Eun-jin was sitting like a boss, saying that an interesting girl had come. Karma's eyes were also on her as the first target. Boys' class heard the news of the new transfer girl and ran to go see her. In the classroom, all the girls were surrounding Karma and were admiring her. One girl points out that Karma's North Korean accent doesn't show at all, while the other mentions that she saw Defector on YouTube had noticeable accents. She asks her if she practiced South Korean. Karma answered saying that she practiced while watching K-dramas. They request her to speak South Korean for them. Karma completed their request by speaking in South Korean accent. Jun was sitting beside Karma, who was thinking that the atmosphere is very noisy because of new transfer students. But there's a chance she might blend in with them if the atmosphere stayed like this. Seeing other girls laughing without any worries, Jun gets jealous because she always gets bullied and can't do anything without worrying. Then, Eun-jin with her 2 friends entered the char and disrupted the nice atmosphere. Eun-jin sat down in front of Karma and welcomed her. She mentioned that she is very good, looking like a delicate boy. Eun-jin wants to become close friends with her, so she offers Karma to join their club. Jun is getting worried about Karma because she is getting approached by bullies. She thinks that Karma looks so naive and wonders if she is going to be okay. Now flashback to the time when Chief Beck was explaining about Eun-jin. He says that Eun-jin is going to be her first target. Looking at Eun-jin's photo, Karma mentions that she already has a nasty look. After that, Beck continued explaining Eun-jin's past actions. Among the people she bullied, they frequently assaulted Hyena the most. As noted in Hyena's diary, she often kicked her in the abdomen area. One noteworthy point is that Eun-jin is the one who conceived the dog leash bullying. Although the degree of bullying was the least severe among the predators, there's no doubt that she was actively involved and malicious. Currently, Eun-jin attends Unro High School. Among the 4 schools that Karma is set to transfer to, this is the only one located in Seoul. Thanks to that, the admission procedures were smoothly completed, and measures were taken to ensure Karma is in the same class as Eun-jin. Considering her curious nature, she will surely approach Karma when she transfers. Hearing that, Karma said that she should cover Eun-jin's body with bruises and cuts when she approached her. But Lee disagrees with that idea because there's something very important she needs to do first. If Eun-jin approaches her, Karma's response should be like this. In the present, Karma agrees on joining Eun-jin's group and be friends with her. One girl mentions that Eun-jin is acting all cute again. Hearing that, she said that she is doing this because Karma is so lovable. Then, Eun-jin asked Karma if she had introduced herself to Jun. Karma answered saying that she just exchanged a few words with her. Meanwhile, innocent Jun was getting scared. Eun-jin decides to play a little game so Karma can get closer to Jun. She ordered her minions to put a black bag on Jun's face. Seeing that, Karma asks her what she is doing. Eunjin decides to call this a volunteer activity for a friend with disabilities. She points out that Jun can barely see out of one eye, and she has trouble with depth and perception. So she stupidly bumped into Yunjin's desk and dropped her precious iPhone. Luckily, the phone didn't get scratched. But for Jun's safety, they decide to play this game so this never happens again. This game is about training her to avoid desks with her eyes closed. Eunjin tells her that she can do it. She mentions that she gave her special milk before to cheer her up. She just has to make it to the other side without hitting a desk. But every time she hits something, she get hit once. She pushes her, and the game starts. She slowly walks avoiding desks, but accidentally hits one. So she got hit in the back. She falls on the ground. Eunjin kicks her on the face. Yunjin's friends are just laughing at Jun while recording everything. No one in the class is daring to speak in front of Eunjin. Eunjin grabs Jun from the collar and asks Karma to hit her too. She says that this will help Jun improve her spatial awareness. Then she decides that she will put a bag over her head and throw her into the boys' bathroom. President gets up to stop them. But then, Karma did it herself. She asked them to stop hitting their powerless friend. She says that even a 5-year-old knows you shouldn't bully a friend. Karma asks them to let go of her now. She asks Eunjin to let go of Jun's hand and apologize to her. Whole class was stunned after hearing that. Eunjin gets very angry and asks her, "What are you saying, you spy?" She is calling her a spy because she is from North Korea. She leaves Eunjin and goes to Karma. She asks her if North Korean are always this clueless, or if there are no bullies there. Eunjin reminds her that she has already made it clear that she is the queen here. She gives Karma 2 options. One is too fit and second is to get lost. Karma didn't reply. Seeing that, Eunjin asks her if she wants to fight. Karma simply answered saying that she will call the teacher if she keeps on doing this. Eunjin starts laughing like crazy, saying that it seems like in North Korea, if you don't listen to the teacher you will get executed. But things are different here. She kicks her in the stomach saying that this is South Korea. Karma remembers her stepfather telling her to never hit first. Karma asked him why she shouldn't hit first. Because for Karma, it doesn't matter. Either way she is going to beat them to the pulp. But for Lee, it matters. Lee points out that Karma will find it boring if she quickly is done with her plaything. The core of this plan is to create an environment where they can continuously torture Eunji. The place has already been set up. All that remains is a pretext to send Eunjin there. For that to happen, Karma has to become the innocent victim of school violence. When Eunjin approaches, she has to pretend to be innocent and welcome her kindly. She must always respond non-violently whenever she sees injustice. She just has to remember one thing, and that is that the pretext should always be on her and her team's side. Then she asks her stepfather what she should do when she really wants to hit them and can't stand it. Lee tells her to hit them just once in front of everyone when that happens. After taking one hit, she has permission to do anything. She smiles saying, "You hit me right there." Suddenly, a teacher opened the door and asks the students to change to gym clothes quickly. Teacher Minyoung, the gym performance test teacher, his schedule changed, so the timetable changed too. Eunjin gets irritated and mentions that the gym performance test is today. Then Karma remembers that on contrary to getting hit first, she also has to wait for at least a week before taking any action. The key to this plan is to make Karma look like a victim. Lee warned her that if she messed things up because of air impulses, he would not forgive her. But it shouldn't be that hard for Karma, because she can't feel pain due to her condition. Even though she can't feel pain, she is feeling pissed right now. Eunjin says to her that she will see her in the next break and spoils her up to death. Outside, Eunjin is smoking cigarettes instead of taking gym class. Even though she is outside, she is still bullying Jun. Suddenly, they heard someone's footsteps that were coming their way. They thought that the teacher was coming for them, but it was the class president. President asks them to stop doing this. Hearing that, Eunjin asks her if she is here to use her authority to stop them. Meanwhile, Jun was crying, hoping for the class president to not get into this mess because of her. But something unexpected happened. The president also took the cigarette and started smoking. Eunjin mentions that she thought she had quit smoking. Hearing that, Yejin asks her to be a bit more considerate. She points out that it hasn't even been a year since they drove a kid to her death. This is Yejin. She is also involved in Hyena's case. She is the second target of karma. Jun can't believe that her class president is with Yunjin's gang. Yejin informs them that rumors about Hyena's incident are already spreading throughout their class. After learning this, the brown-haired girl asks for the one who is doing this and decides to cut off their tongue. Then Yejin angrily reminds her that she already told her they have to stay low, and here she is talking about cutting tongue. She asks her if she should just off her tongue. Startled, she quickly apologized. Then Eunjin asks her why she is in such a tense mood. She answers by reminding them that they're high schoolers and asks them if they are not planning to go to college. She starts lecturing them, saying if they think they can be brainless idiots forever without any plan for the future. She tells them that this world is not just full of idiots like Hyena's dad. Yejin asks Eunjin to never involve her in these stupid things again. Angered, Eunjin can't believe that Yejin is lecturing her again. She's barely acknowledged them since they entered high school. Eunjin points out that Yejin is like this since middle school, pretending to be upright by sitting in the back seat and making her the bad guy who does the dirty work. But when no one was around, she was worse than her. That's why Eunjin doesn't like her. Yejin notices Eunjin staring at her and coldly tells her that if she keeps looking at her like that, she'll feel tempted to kill her. In the end, Eunjin had to apologize. Then Yejin advises her to do well and never cross the line just because she's been lenient with her lately. And because Eunjin and her friends keep on bullying Jun, it's getting hard for her to hold back. She goes Jun with a scary face and mentions that even beating them has its downsides. Yejin tells her that if she even makes a fuss about this with the school violence committee or something, she'll kill her. Yejin put her foot on Jun's hand. She was shouting in pain, asking her to remove her foot. Jun swears to her that she will never tell anyone about this. Hearing that, Yejin removed her foot. But because of the pain, Jun fell down, because of which Eunjin also fell down, who was sitting on her. Angered, Eunjin kicks her in the face. Seeing that, Yejin asks her to stop doing this and go to class because it's her turn for the performance evaluation. Yejin asks them to not go immediately and wait a bit. When she was not looking, Eunjin shows her a middle finger. Before leaving, she instructs her to beat down that transfer student, even though she told them to stay low. She instructed this because seeing Karma act up like this pisses her off. On the other hand, we see the teacher telling Karma that she should have borrowed gym clothes from someone in another class. Teacher remembered that she just transferred, so there's no way she knew anyone in other classes. Karma reassures him, saying that she can perform without a gym uniform. Teacher tells him that gym clothes count for grades, but he decides to let it go because this is her first day. Now it's Karma's turn to kick the balls. Students can't believe that she is going to kick in her school uniform. There is a girl in the crowd who is literally in love with Karma. Eunjin was sitting right behind her. She asked her to just go and kiss her. She thinks that Yejin didn't need to tell her to bully Karma because she already wanted a new toy. She's tired of playing Jun because messing with her makes her feel low class. Excited, she said that she needs a dog that should be worth training. And looking at Karma, she finds her perfect as she has the right amount of fight, and since she's a defector, she has no connections and is an easy target. Eunjin assumes that Karma is skinny and weak. Then, Karma kicks a ball with full force. She kicked so hard that it sounded like a cannon. Eunjin gets really shocked after seeing that. He kicks all the balls one by one. Goalkeeper is literally scared to death. Then, one ball hit the rail of the goal and went flying right past Eunjin. It's like Karma was targeting them purposely. Because of this, Eunjin gets really angry and decides to teach her a lesson in the class. After the class, Eunjin goes straight to Karma and asked her, "Do you know who my brother is?" Eunjin said all the bad words she knows to her and asked her to kick her like she did during the gym class. Karma tells her that she can't do that because her head isn't on the ground yet. That's why she can't kick her like a ball for now. Karma mentions that she is scared bringing this many people with her and talking about the brother no one cares about, trying so hard to act cool. It's actually cute. Just look at Karma. Isn't she scary? Eunjin runs to attack her, but got punched in the face instead. Seeing that, Yejin gets very frustrated. Karma doesn't care about stopping for a week anymore because beating Eunjin is so fun. Her screams sound so rich. Now that Eunjin's head is on the ground, Karma can kick her like a ball. She puts her foot on Yunjin's face and reminds her that she's the one who asked her to kick her. She asked Eunjin how she should kick her. After a breath of time, Karma decided that she's going for a knuckleball. While she was saying that, an orange-haired girl was about to hit her with the chair. But before the chair hit her, Karma was able to dodge it. Because of that, the girl lost her balance and fell to the ground. Then, Karma grabbed her from her hair and said to her that loyalty is good, but she has to wait for her turn. Seeing that this girl is so eager to die, Karma decided to fulfill her wish. Karma locked both of her hands, dragged her to the table, and then smashed her head into it. She didn't stop after smashing once, she kept on going. Whole class, and the president, was shocked seeing Karma's monstrous nature. Yejin decided to go out and call the teacher. Meanwhile, Karma hasn't stopped. The girl's head is bleeding and she is asking for help, but Karma is ready to land the final blow. After the last hit, she fell to the ground unconscious. Then, Karma turned to this black-haired girl, who is also in Yunjin's, and said to her that now it's her turn. She immediately got scared and said to her that she hadn't done anything wrong. So, Karma told her that she has seen her making annoying faces behind her back. She asked the black-haired girl to come to her, but she didn't listen. Seeing that, Karma herself moved forward to punish her. While walking backward, she accidentally tripped and fell down. On the ground, she saw a cutter and decided to scare Karma with her. She held it in her hands and asked Karma to not come close to her. She warns her that if she comes near her, she'll cut her. Hearing that, Karma didn't get scared and asked her to try cutting her. But that girl didn't have any courage to cut someone, so Karma decided to move forward. Right then, the girl ran to attack Karma, but she easily dodged it. She attacked again and again, trying to cut her, but not even one of her attack landed. In the end, Karma grabbed her arm and threw her on the ground. The impact was so bad that the girl can't even move now, but she's still conscious. Then, Karma grabbed her from her hairs and said to her that she knows she's still fine. While the girl's hairs were in Karma's hand, she kicked the girl from behind. But she could even breathe air for a second. Karma hit her with another kick. Like this, she also felt unconscious while her head was buried in the locker. Seeing that, the whole class started shouting and asking to call 911. Hearing their shouting, Karma asked everyone to shut up. She told them that she's cleaning the trash from the classroom, so the whole class should thank her instead of complaining. Saying that, she looked toward Eunjin, who's still on the ground and slowly crawling to move out. When Eunjin reached the door, she tried to open it while calling for her brother. Seeing her near the door, Karma came running from behind and kicked her in the back. Eunjin was sent flying with a broken door. Karma didn't stop there. She pinned her to the ground and then started punching her in the face. The blood splattered everywhere. Karma was slowly getting even more excited, and with every punch, she exerted more force. She was laughing like a maniac while hitting Eunjin in the face. According to the psychopath classification by Dr. Kern and Dr. Shun, Karma falls under the explosive psychopath category. Like other pleasure-seeking killers, she has a tendency to seek vivid stimuli like red blood and sharp screams. She indulges in such vivid stimuli, and among the stimuli she indulges in, the object that excites Karma the most is an unconscious human face. Seeing Yunjin's bloody face on the ground, Karma's eyes shine brightly. At this moment, Yejin has already brought the teacher to the scene, but it's already too late. At the same time, the manager rushed into Lee's room to report something. Before he even reported something, seeing that he rushed into the room without knocking, Lee realized that Karma had caused some trouble. Their plan was Karma will play victim for at least 1 week. This was the first step of their plan, but Karma has now ruined everything. Manager looked at Lee's back and guessed that he knew this would happen. Lee confirms his guess and said that he was also getting impatient and couldn't hold any longer. Saying that, Lee asked Manager Beck to forget what had already happened and also asked him to report everything in detail. Meanwhile, the teacher has stopped Karma from beating Eunjin further. While the teacher was holding Karma, she looked at Yejin with an evil smile. After a while, Yunjin's mom rushed into the school and asked the homeroom teacher about the person who beat her daughter. Karma was already present in the room and was glaring at Yunjin's mother. Yunjin's mother pointed her fingers at Karma and asked her what she's going to do about Yunjin's face. She asked her if she'll take responsibility if Yunin didn't get married. Hearing that, Karma told Yunjin's mother that her personality is a greater flaw than her face. Yunjin's mother got really angry and said to Karma that even if she begged now, it'll not be enough. She told Karma that her husband is president of Noonjian Corporation. He's like the principal's brother at this school. Saying that, she looked toward the teacher and asked him to call Karma's parents. Right then, Karma started crying like an innocent girl. While crying, she called everyone cruel and told them she's the victim here, not Eunjin. She told them that she was just defending herself from Yunjin's bullying. When Yunjin's mother asked what she's talking about, Karma removed her shirt. There were some injuries on her shoulders. She blamed Eunjin for these injuries. All the teachers who were present there were shocked to see such burning injuries on Karma's body. Eunjin tries to tell them that she didn't do it, but no one listens to her. It turns out that Eunjin burns herself a little before entering the school just for this kind of situation. She thought about her stepfather and said that this is how you create justification. She refused to wait a whole week and did this to justify her actions. Now, Yunjin's mother also started questioning her. When Eunjin said that she didn't do it and is faking her injuries, Karma shouted that Eunjin made her friends hold her down and burned her. Hearing that, Eunjin called Karma a liar and asked her which cigarette brand they used to burn her. Karma wasn't able to answer and made an excuse that she didn't know the names of South Korean cigarettes. Now that Yunjin's mother didn't have any other things to say, she points at Yunjin's face and asked the teachers if it is normal to beat a girl's face like that. She also mentioned other two girls, Sehee and Sunun, who got beaten by Karma. Yunjin's mother said that she's the head of PDA, she will not let this go. She will hold a disciplinary committee and thoroughly punish Karma. Then, she angrily shouted at the teacher and asked him when he's going to call Karma's parents. Right at that moment, Karma's parents picked up the phone and Yunjin's mother talked to them. The one who picked up the one is Karma's stepfather. Yunjin's mother asked him to come to the school and beg for forgiveness if he wants to save his daughter. Lee simply answered that it'll be difficult to fulfill her request. He told her that he's a really busy person, so paying a visit to the school today will be difficult. Regarding compensation, Lee told her that they can discuss it separately. Saying that he'll inform her about the tema and date later, Lee hung up the phone. Now Yunjin's mother has nothing to say. She simply left the school while asking Karma to prepare herself. When they left, Karma buttoned up her shirt and thought that stepfather was really angry by her actions. She thought this because he didn't give any instructions over the phone. Thinking that, she smiled and said that her stepfather's methods are too roundabout. She'll find a better way to torment Eunjin. Inside the classroom, Yejin was sitting alone. She thought about Karma. No matter how she thinks about it, she still feels something odd. At first, when Karma tried to stop Eunjin, she thought Karma was just a righteous, naive country girl. But now that things have turned out like this, it seems like Karma wanted to pick a fight with Eunjin from the start. And using Jun as an excuse, she was strangely obsessed with justification, unlike her usual self. She said she dealt with the trash in class, and that people should thank her for doing that. After thinking all this, Yejin concludes that her behavior is unnatural, as if some unknown force artificially implanted the justification in her. She gritted her teeth thinking that Karma is an uncertain status defector with high combat ability as a minor. When it comes to instigating violent crimes, she's the perfect person. Karma beating Eunjin today, Yejin wonders if it was really a coincidence. At that moment, Eunjin angrily opened the room door. She went toward Yejin and asked her why it took her so long to get the teacher. Eunjin said to her that she could have brought a truckload of teachers in the time she took. Yejin with a plain expression said to her that at least she brought someone. Hearing that, Eunjin suddenly smiled angrily and mocked Yejin. She said to Yejin that she was scared, that's why it took her so much time. She said to Yejin that she was scared that if she had brought someone as fast as possible, Karma would have exposed Yejin's true nature. While Eunjin was shouting and mocking Yejin, she immediately got up and threw a book at Yejin's face. Next, she threw a very powerful kick at her which sent her flying. Eunjin fell to the ground after hitting several chairs. Her face was red with pain. Eunjin asked Yejin if she's crazy and reminded her that her mother just left the principal's office. Hearing that, Yejin didn't get scared and asked Eunjin to brought back her mother if she wanted to. Then they'll see what happens. When Eunjin heard that, she wasn't able to say anything. But Yejin didn't stop. She reminded Eunjin that she was just a lowlife who's nothing but trash without her parents' connections. She is just a puppy that Yejin and others took care of. Saying that, Yejin got up and told her that if she was in her place, she wouldn't be making a scene like this, she would have already gone to her brother, the school's boss. With that, Eunjin left saying she was about to go to her brother to begin with. When she left, Yejin went back to her seat and thought about Lee, Hyena's father. She thought that Lee was too submissive for someone whose daughter died. She thought that if Lee is really behind karma, it'll be clear depending on what Yunjin's brother does today. She decided to watch for now without doing anything. Meanwhile, we see a guy laughing at Eunjin while pointing at her face and calling her ugly. This guy is Yunjin's brother. When Eunjin asked her brother to take care of karma, he refused, saying that he lacked motivation. To motivate himself, he asked Eunjin if that girl named Karma is pretty. After Eunjin shows him the picture of Karma, he gets really motivated and decides to act. This guy is an 18-year-old boy named Jinwoo. Lee's daughter's school violence case, Preparator C. Main charges, illegal filming and group assault. Seeing her brother motivated to act, Eunjin got really happy thinking that Karma will get punished for what she did to her. After school, Jinwoo and some boys, Eunjin and her group, stopped Karma. Seeing the situation, Eunjin laughed at Karma. She called her a spy and told her that she messed with the wrong person. Even after getting surrounded by a group of boys, Karma isn't scared and just staring at them with serious expressions. Seeing her, Jinwoo moves toward her saying that he's getting more excited seeing her serious expressions than the girls who started crying right away. Jinwoo also talked about the hyena saying that he treated her so nicely, but she went on and died without asking him. He also told Karma to not get scared by those big guys who are standing behind her. He told her that they are here just to watch the show. Next, he took out his phone, opened the camera to record the show. He ordered his underlings to grab her and strip her. Can a woman overpower multiple men barehanded? Men and women, the physical differences between both genders are greater than you think. In the 90s, there was a mixed gender martial arts match. The female champion was a 4-time world champion, undefeated and hailed as the strongest. The male fighter was no-name league champion in the same weight class. It was the male fighter's overwhelming victory. He won by total knockout in just 2 rounds. Despite his career achievements being incomparable to hers, just because he was a man, he utterly dominated the invincible female fighter. Women generally have about 70% muscle strength of a man at the same body weight. However, when the difference in body size is considered, a woman's overall muscle strength is 60% less than a man. So, no matter how skilled a female fighter is, overpowering multiple men is nearly impossible. But if it's Karma, it's possible. Lee asked manager Beck the reason why Karma can overpower multiple men. He answered that the first reason is physical ability. When the boy reached near Karma to grab her, she sent one of them flying with just a single punch. Physiologist Walt Casey first identified was the first one to identify the hysterical strength. It's caused by a sudden surge of adrenaline, resulting in extreme strength. Due to biological experiments by North Korean authorities, Karma's hypothalamus was altered, allowing her to freely increase her adrenaline levels. A punch from Karma in this state is equivalent to that of a male heavyweight fighter. Seeing Karma's strength, the boys were really shocked. They couldn't believe that a girl like Karma can exert this much strength. Seeing that one of their friends had been sent flying, the boys started planning to run away. Hearing their plans, Jinwoo shouted, reminding them that they outnumbered her. He told them that if they surround her with sheer numbers, she can't fight back. So, all of them run to surround her. Karma looked around and saw a suitable place where she could get a little distance. She ran to the top of the slide wall and jumped toward a guy. She hit that guy with her knee, then she grabbed his hair and smashed his head on the metal pipe. Seeing that, one boy ran to attack Karma to save his friend. Here, we learn about Karma's second ability. That is her dynamic vision that makes opponents appear to move slowly. And corresponding to that is her superhuman reaction time. Karma efficiently dodged his attack and then immediately threw a power punch on his chin. Manager Beck explained that Karma has repeatedly taken stimulants, causing the basal ganglia, responsible for motor control and time perception, to abnormally develop. Therefore, an ordinary person's punch can never hit Karma. Anyone who tried to hit Karma was never able to land a single hit. Karma easily dodged everyone's attack and retaliated with powerful punches of her own. With just one punch, no matter who came toward her, she easily defeated them. Manager Beck explains that Karma's reaction time is measured to be about 25 milliseconds, Average person's reaction time is 250 milliseconds. This makes her reaction time almost 10 times faster than an ordinary human. Suddenly, a guy grabbed Karma from behind. He asked everyone who was on the ground to get up and attack Karma. If they don't attack now, they'll never be able to defeat her. Hearing that, a guy barely got up from the ground and ran to attack Karma. When he attacked her, even though Karma is locked at a place, she was able to move her head and dodge the attack. Next, she kicked that guy in the stomach, which made the guy unconscious. After dealing with him, Karma now has to find a way to free herself. To do that, she grabbed the eggs of the boy who was holding her in place. After she grabbed his balls, the boy wasn't able to maintain his strength because of the pain, so Karma easily freed herself. Even after getting freed, Karma was still holding that guy's balls. He was asking for help, but no one can help him at this moment. Until now, Karma was just holding his balls with a little strength. But the next moment, she uses her full force and destroys his balls. A boy saw that and immediately started running. He can't sacrifice his balls for someone else, so he decided to save himself. When Karma saw that, she smiled and ran toward the guy who was trying to run. She kicked him from behind. As the guy was really close to Jinwoo, he fell in front of him. Boy was holding onto the motorbike with tears in his eyes. While he was asking for help from Jinwoo, Karma kicked him from behind and buried his head in the motorbike. With the final underling down, only Jinwoo and a group of 3 girls is left. Karma looked at frozen Jinwoo and asked him why he's not moving. She reminds him that he was supposed to make her feel good. Karma blushed and said that she hates the guys who just talk and can't do anything. She said that she was just getting warmed up, but Jinwoo's expressions are making her cool down. So, she asked him to stop standing like an idiot and come at her. Eunjin, who was standing behind Jinwoo, was really scared and pushed Jinwoo in front to deal with Karma. She asked Jinwoo to do something about Karma quickly. Hearing that, Jinwoo still didn't move and cursed his own sister inwardly. He can't believe that she's asking him to deal with a monster like Karma. After some thinking, he plans to run away because there's nothing he can do to deal with her. Karma somehow read his mind and asked him to run if he wanted to because she likes playing tags. She said to him that he's being overly optimistic, thinking that a weakling like him, who can't fight well, can outrun her. She told him that she escaped North Korea alone. Whether Eunjin and her brother run north or to hell, she'll chase 2 of them to the ends and beat them up. Hearing her mocking, Jinwoo got angry and ran to attack her. Surprisingly, Jinwoo was stronger than all the guys who fought with Karma before. He landed a really strong punch which shocked Karma a little. She looked at the arm where the punch landed. She realized that Jinwoo does boxing. That's why his punches have some strength. Then, Karam said that she'll also face him with boxing. This statement made Jinwoo even more angry. He ran forward to attack, saying that she's just talking crap. But when he fought with her, he wasn't even able to land a single punch. She blocked all his punches easily, and after a while, she found a chance to throw a liver shot. But before it landed, Jinwoo was able to notice and barely blocked it. Seeing Jinwoo's strength, Karma praised him, saying that it's no wonder he's the school boss. While Karma is completely fine, Jinwoo is really shocked after experiencing Karma's strength himself. But he also felt a little relieved and smiled. He thought that if Karma just has this much strength, he'll be able to beat her. Jinwoo told Karma that at the start of the semester, to become the boss of this school, he fought the boss of the technical school near here. That guy was 185 centimeters tall and weighed 115 kilograms, a muscle-bound freak. Jinwoo said that his punch was stronger than Karma's. But Jinwoo won in the end. He doesn't know what Karma is doing at her weight call. He praises her, saying that her punching power is impressive. Jinwoo's confidence comes from the fact that Karma is so thin, so according to Jinwoo, she shouldn't be able to endure his punches. He ran toward Karma and attacked her again and again. Karma also dodged all his attacks one by one. After a while, Jinwoo noticed that Karma's reaction speed was getting slower. He got happy, thinking that she is getting tired. He thought that she must have exhausted all of her strength fighting the boys before. He ran toward her, thinking that the easiest way to defeat a tired-out boxer is a relentless infighting barrage. Jinwoo kept on attacking her, and she kept on dodging his attacks while slowly moving backward. After moving back a little, Karma accidentally hit a thing in her way and lost her balance. At that moment, Jinwoo gathered all his strength to throw a final attack. But before that punch hit her, Karma disappeared from the place. Jinwoo was really shocked to see that Karma has already gathered some distance from him. Now we are going to see Karma's third physical ability. Jinwoo was really shocked, but before he could make sense of anything, Karma appeared in front of him and punched him in the face. Her third ability is explosive steps with extraordinary leg strength. Manager Beck explained that through hysterical strength, Karma can display the strength of a heavyweight boxer. Karma, who weighs 48 kilograms, has a one squat RM record of 250 kilograms. If the leg power of this girl who weighs less than 50 kilograms explodes with the power of a 251 squat RM, what do you think will happen? Her opponent will think that she teleported. Jinwoo was on the ground with his nose bleeding. When Jinwoo opened his eyes a little, he saw Sehee and Sunnoon crying, saying that if he lost, they'll also get bullied by Karma. Eunjin is also crying while urging Jinwoo to get up. She tries to make him angry, saying how he, the school's boss, can lose to a single girl. She grabbed Jinwoo's arms and tried to pick him up. Seeing that Eunjin is trying to make him fight against Karma, Jinwoo got really angry and cursed Eunjin. When Jinwoo got up, Karma looked at him and said that he's really tough. She asked him to quickly get up and also said to him that it's been a while since she has a tough toy like Jinwoo to play with. Jinwoo slowly got up thinking that he can't win against her in a fist fight. He refuses to believe that her punching power comes from her weight class. At 183 centimeters and 92 kilograms, Jinwoo has an overwhelming advantage when it comes to weight. He thinks that he needs to create a situation where he can overpower her with his weight. He doesn't know her exact style, but from the way she's been fighting, Jinwoo concludes that she's a striker. If she's bracing for the tackle, her center of gravity is too high. Jinwoo concludes that the answer is the ground. Even though he knows that he's not skilled in ground fighting, he's learned basic tackles from his workout buddies. He decides to fake like he's coming in with a boxing move and then gets the takedown. Seeing him running toward her, Karma thought that he's rushing toward her blindly like before. She asked him if he hadn't learned that that kind of wild infighting won't work on her. At that moment, Jinwoo tackled her to throw her on the ground. This move shocked Karma. Lee asked Manager Beck that if Karma fight on the ground, wouldn't Karma be in danger? Due to the nature of ground fighting where bodies get entangled, there's less room for dynamic vision to come into play compared to striking. If a heavyweight like Jinwoo gets her on the ground, her strength will be nullified, and she'll be outmatched in weight. Lee guesses that in such a situation, even Karma will be in danger. When Jinwoo pinned Karma on the ground, he was about to land a punch at her face. Subscribe for the next part.